And welcome in. Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to the Nick Club Wrestling Happy Hour. I am one half of your host and your virtual bartender, Mr. Nick Teodoro. Joining me, as always, my tag team partner in life, my wife, Miss Nicole. Nicole, what are you having?
Oh, you kids know me by now. Some Tito's, some orange, some cranberry juice. Mr. Nick, tell the people what you're drinking and our three things for the show.
I'm drinking Josh wine because they're out of my J. Lohr 7 Oaks Cabernet. So not per use today, Nikki. Very sexy. But regardless, Hangman Page returns to AEW. Baron Corbin shakes up the mid-card by returning to WWE. And Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns come to blows. We're reacting to the week in pro wrestling on Friday, July 17th, 2026. This is the Nick Club Wrestling Happy Hour.
Wrestling has more than one royal family.
Gasoline and groceries, the list goes on and on. This 9 to 5 ain't working. Why the hell do I work so hard? I can't worry about my problems. I can't take them when I'm gone. 1, here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Tell him bring another round when he's let it go. 2 stepping on a table, she don't need a dance floor. Oh my. Someone pour me up a double shot of whiskey. They know me and Jack Daniels got a history. There's a party downtown near Fifth Street. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy.
Welcome back in, everybody. If you're new here, smash the old like and subscribe. If you're a regular, you know we love having you. Nikki, it's been a week.
It's been a week.
It's been a fun week. Got a lot to get to
Back
in
at the
pro
bar.
wrestling. Yeah. Last week I had an action-packed weekend. I was at Full House, Tank's second time on commentary. I don't know. Good term for that is. But awesome show. We crowned a new SSP Heritage Hardway champion Bull James.
Former NXT kid.
Yeah, becoming our Heritage Hardway champion there. Zenith Zion also retaining. So very fun evening. And I'm going to be back there, I think it's September. Not Atlantic City. But we're going to have some other fun dates. So I'm excited.
Yeah.
SSP continuing to produce some great shows. So
Yeah. Michael Cole and Corey Grace had a baby, it'd be you. You were doing everything.
Yeah. Well, that show is actually on this channel, so we might be
Yes.
having some more live streams of SSP on this channel. So get ready for that. Also on this channel, there's a little more Knicks news here. Tomorrow at 5 p.m., this was supposed to be at the fair, the Ocean County Fair, but due to weather concerns, I don't think we're going to be live at the fair. So we're going to do a Saturday Night's Main Event preview show, 5 p.m. Eastern time. So we'll bring back call-ins, little predictions, but it's not counting towards our predictions. But we're going to predict it.
Again, this is a rule, so this is not you changing the rules, but you make it known every time.
Is what it is. But that's all I got to say. Just some quick show announcements. But Nikki, that's all in my news tonight. But let's get to my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everyone's favorite segment, Nikki's Non-Kayfabe News.
Well, kids, it's that time-old tradition, which is turning into another time-old tradition. Thanksgiving weekend, Survivor Series, War Games, again. They announced...
You want a little help with that?
War games!
Yeah. Do it again.
War games! War games!
There we go. I don't know about y'all, but I love War Games, but now they're making it feel like Hell in a Cell. Like, you're announcing 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 months early that there's going to be a War Games match. So it's going to be the Bloodline versus somebody and the thrown together women's one.
Yeah, it's very...
Like, they weren't great last year.
It's very thematic.
I know people say that, like, the traditional Survivor Series matches are kind of boring, but... And I don't want the Raw versus SmackDown. There's so much fluidity between the roster. Like, it doesn't make sense. But I don't think we have to have a War Games now every single... Like, again, the law of diminishing
Well, here's the thing. Is there going to be
one
men's, one women's, or, like, are we talking about, like, one per brand? Like, how do they... That's a lot of questions.
One per brand is dumb at this point because there's not, like, a hard and fast brand split.
But you do need... Like, factions are forming on all the different brands, so you do need kind of... I would still love to see some sort of, like, what was the old school War Games where it was the original one where there was 3 teams, right? It was the Horsemen, the NWO, and Team WCW. No, sorry. Team WCW, the Horsemen, and then there was another faction. And now I'm blanking on it. It was a Wolfpack. Like, they did one where, like, NWO, Wolfpack, Black and White. Like, there was 3 factions, and I think multiple War Games.
The rules are sort of convoluted enough. There's, like, nick-making rules. Like, do we need another whole group in there? Sorry, Steven. But I don't know. Is this something that, like, let us know? Like, is this something they should put away for a little bit? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean...
I would, like... Because wasn't, like, early Survivor Series, like, if you were the sole survivor, you got something for being the sole survivor. Like, all the sole survivors had, like, a match at the end. Like, wasn't that a thing?
Well, to be fair, there's, I mean, a lot of writing's done well in advance. So you could say, like, all right, our theme is War Games, but we're going to, like, as we get there, like, you don't know necessarily right now, but we're going to have the seeds sort of having factions or friendships that need to get to that.
Or whatever team wins, maybe then they have like a fatal 4-way or a fatal 5-way, and then like whoever wins that gets the title shot at Royal Rumble. Like, can make it something, again, stakes. I feel like we've had this conversation last year about this. Like, there's no stakes.
Yeah.
Give me a reason to care about this match. And I guess we just went through the King of the Ring, and then Oba won, and then did nothing with. He was supposed to get his title shot, and then both matches are just like handshake deals for both belts. It's like, I don't know, give me stakes. Or like, I know it's one of the probably best one-night tournaments. Like, bring back Survivor Series Deadly Games. Like, do something like that. Like, make it something interesting than the same match we've seen, 6 years in a row now?
Yeah. I mean, but if
5 years in a row?
As long as you have interwoven storylines in it, it's not the worst thing. Like, it's just, how do you get to that point? Like, you have a couple mid-card stories and things like that, maybe a tag team feud that goes in there, and you push that into it, maybe. Do you have enough depth on the roster to do it?
Oh, for sure. But then I'm thinking, and I don't like to shit on the ladies, I'm all about it. But their War Games match was terrible. Like, you had the storylines that all sort of connected, but like, it wasn't, I don't know. It really didn't do anything for anybody. The only thing was when
it can be done well if you connect the storyline, if they have the seeds for all the storylines there. Like you could convince me right now that you could do something with the Judgment Day women in War Games and include 2 other women in whether it's Raw or SmackDown and the mid card or whatever into that feud and make it a 5-woman match and interest me in a War Games match.
100%. If it's the right creative, anything's going to be good. Am I trusting creative right now? Yeah, maybe I'll feel different about it because if SummerSlam's good, maybe I'll feel different. If SummerSlam is going to be like Mania, then we're going to have some problems.
We'll see.
I don't know. Tell us what you think about War Games.
Nikki, short one this week?
A short one this week.
Hit it.
People and quit it. Steven, I agree with you because it's right now 5 minutes, and that's it's so long. So maybe putting it down to 3 minutes, would help. But
it's true. Well, Nikki,
yes,
let's get into AEW because we had a big return. The Hangman, Cat's favorite.
You should. Let's get into it. Let's get into some cowboy shit.
Oh, yeah, that would have been a Larry Dr. Susie as well. But Nikki, he can no longer challenge for the World Heavyweight title because he's a man of his word, and we're going to find out who is Hangman.
I will never challenge for the All Elite Wrestling Men's World Championship again. And though I find myself in this strange situation, I look out and I see miles and miles of empty track laid out before me. The TNT Championship, currently held by someone who is a former partner of mine and current dipshit, Kevin Knight. The one goal that I held above all others to chase, to win, and to hold the World Championship. But now I am faced with the question, who is Hangman without the World Championship? And the honest truth is that I don't know, but we are damn sure going to find out, aren't we?
Nikki, I want to know.
Missed opportunity.
Hangman Page returns to AEW. Who are we going to see?
I think we're going to see a white meat babyface who sticks to his word and is going to be a collision cowboy and go after these belts that are all the same that make no sense.
Well, yeah, he's going to be, a mid-card cowboy.
A mid-card collision cowboy.
To me, he basically ran off like Kevin Knight, which is a good feud because he does have history with Kevin Knight. Although I think Speedball needs to be the one to take that belt off Kevin Knight.
Agreed.
Because that story's got much more.
Or it might be Darby. They have a match next week.
Yeah, but I like Speedball doing it better than Darby. Darby's
friend of the show.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, friend of the show. But to me, him. It's going to be interesting the fact that when you write yourself into these corners where so-and-so can't challenge, so-and-so get challenged because MJF beat him, and it's like, well, you can't go for the top prize, so then the best you can do is the TNT belt or whatever the mid-card title is. So it's tough to keep them relevant. What I do like about it is it's going to force them to create a compelling storyline for Hangman Page to make him interesting beyond being a champion. Mm-hmm. And that's the only thing. It's one of the biggest gripes that I have about AEW is that there's not a lot of great built-in storylines other than just, here, we're fighting for this belt, and that's why there's 17,000 belts. So by at least sticking to your word in this storyline, you're going to force Hangman to become something, and maybe you'll have some good storylines like he had with Swerve, a couple of years ago, and you'll recreate something along those lines with it outside of a title feud. Or it could be it could go in the opposite direction, but that's kind of what I'm hoping is that they're putting themselves in that situation. I wouldn't want
him to circle around him and Swerve again. I feel like we just had that. Hello, loves. I lost my train. Josiah, you're distracting me. Or is this the point that maybe he's had the belt twice? Maybe take him out of the scene and have him be kind of that mid-card staple, help someone like put over like a Kevin Knight or a Speedball or whoever else has the belts. Like, can he just be like that steady? It's so weird to be like the veteran or
the hell of a hand. Yeah,
the hell of a hand.
I mean, yeah, it would be good to just kind of keep him in the mid-card for a while, but you didn't need to do that without this storyline. But Steven's not trusting the storyline, right? He's like, the fact that he's bringing up specifically means he's got a storyline that will end up in him getting a world title shot.
Maybe. Or maybe they'll, like, give him a year or give him something, or, like, when it makes sense.
Yeah, we threw up the bat. That's like the Darby Allin bat signal for Kat. I knew a Hangman Page photo would get her.
Hello, my love. I don't know, but then it seems like, again, we didn't see him on Dynamite, so I'm worried he's going to be a collision cowboy, so I have to force myself to watch Collision more regularly. I don't know. I think it's kind of been like, refreshing a little bit. Again, sometimes I feel like you need to have people be off TV for like a couple months, then come back and it feels like, oh, I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah.
Let's talk, Yeah.
No, I mean...
And then he said he had, I tried to catch it, or I didn't Google it, but he said his lower third said he got a vasectomy. And then he said he had some other procedure. He's like, I know so much about blue, blue, blue. So like, I was like, I don't know what that is. So has he been out on medical for a little bit? I hope everything's okay.
Not sure. Yeah.
But again, I think sometimes you just need maybe a break.
Nashville Gold.
Oh, I love the Blazers. See what
I kind of, I'm for it.
I love
He just needed the bolo.
His jeans are questionable sometimes, but I do love a good blazer. And I think he pulls off some fun blazers. Or the cap, obviously these cowboy shirts.
Yeah. No, we'll see. Like I said, I'm super excited because I think it could go horribly wrong, but it also forces them to write him compelling storylines hopefully without the title belt.
Yeah. No, that made me laugh.
Yeah, a bolo tie.
Bolero's the
Bolo.
I don't know. I just think the Southwest sort of like Mexican,
True,
like a grande Americano.
That's fair. Nikki, I'll give you ladies' choice.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe because it's just been a hell week at work, and I was probably just in a mood. I didn't think this was a very exciting week in Dynamite.
It was a storytelling.
It was very story, do you want me to, do you want to do, or am I picking? I don't want to see Painmaker versus
I thought you would
Psycho
say that.
Killer.
I knew you'd say that.
No, Tommaso won. Let's move on. I don't want to see this. It was so different when he did it back in Japan. It was different when he was leaving WWE and he did this thing, and this just feels. Ugh.
You could get this Jericho though.
He's a real ring-a-ding-dong dandy. Thanks, guys.
Well,
Would you
see how
prefer
that faction went.
Would you prefer the Learning Tree Jericho to the Painmaker?
Probably. I don't know. I don't want to see it. I'm not a fan. I want Tommaso just to be away from this. I want him back in the TNT. I want him back with Sylvie. I don't want this Chris Jericho.
You just made the list.
I don't think Ricochet got anything out of the feud with him, and I feel like Tommaso's about to go down the same road. No one gets anything. And it's hard because I do love Chris Jericho. We got engaged on his cruise, but he needs to put on with younger kids, put younger kids over. I don't know if we need to go really down the faction road with him, but he needs to put someone over. I don't think he has.
Yeah, no, this storyline with Jericho with the Painmaker does need to end. With Ciampa, rather, not. I didn't think it needed to go to that level. It was unnecessary. It's extra.
If he's pulling out this gimmick, then I feel like he's gonna beat Tommaso next weekend, and it's gonna be are they just waiting for Gargano to go over there so they can put him back in the tag team division? What are you doing with him?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw it on the poll. Do you want Painmaker Jericho needed? Yes or no?
What? Because they're doing Collision in Boston as well, and he's from Boston. I don't remember. Is he supposed to do something on Collision? I don't know who isn't he fighting someone? Obviously not Jericho. Or is it Jericho? No, because they're fighting at Redemption. I don't know. Someone will tell me.
I'm not sure.
But I'm just
I'll let that poll. Apparently, people think that they need a Painmaker Jericho in this feud. I think.
Well,
I guess if Ciampa goes over,
it's the Painmaker versus Psycho Killer.
Yeah, if he goes over, if Ciampa goes over, then maybe he could justify it.
Yeah, I thought in his promo he said he's like, Boston, I'll see you on Saturday. So I feel like, is he fighting someone? Again, Jericho's the paper. I don't know. I guess I'll have to watch Collision. I'll have to fit it in at some point Sunday morning.
So we did see. Yeah, let's talk about it. The coronation ceremony. We got rid of the Triple B, and Ospreay and Omega come face to face and basically below each other. I love you, Kenny. Oh my God, you're the greatest. You're the reason I'm a wrestler. That's basically how it did. He was basically played him up. I'm sorry. That it really was what it was. But basically, yeah, two baby faces. I enjoy baby faces talking to each other, but that's basically what we were getting here. And then interrupted because you have to have a heel throw off there's not going to be a championship ceremony without a heel coming out. So Kevin Knight gets his little flower moment, and basically this turns into Ospreay, I'm excited to challenge you at All In to Kevin Knight's going to jump the line and get a challenge first because MJF promised Kevin Knight a shot. And to me, first off, a couple things. Kevin Knight, you were right. You said this like a week ago. He doesn't need Don Callis. He talks very well as a heel. He's doing great on his own on the mic. But I think this is kind of a wasted moment. Having him, I don't know, maybe they wanted to run back MJF at Rebellion or Redemption. Another R. What?
Reese's brain exploded for a TNA.
Oh, yeah.
Not TNA.
I know. Oh, God. Maybe they want, and I know MJF, Kat said this last week, that like MJF pushed for the match to be bumped up. I don't think Kevin Knight Omega needs to happen right now. And I think it does a disservice to Kevin Knight throwing him into this main event picture just to have potentially just kind of a transitional loss for him against Omega as he's on his way to Wembley. Like, I think it does Kevin Knight a disservice putting him in this position. And you didn't need to say, oh, well, MJF promised me a shot, so I get a shot. Like, I get it. You could have at least held off on the storyline for a little bit longer until he's ready to be in that main event picture.
I'm not particularly mad at it. I love that, like, I almost said Jericho because Jericho's on my brain. I love that Kenny is sort of giving him this opportunity. Again, you gotta push your babies. You're gonna have to throw him in the deep end if he can stay with a Kenny Omega. I think it'd be more interesting if he went into Redemption as champion. I'm worried that Darby is gonna take the belt off him. I didn't love the interaction between Darby and Kenny. He's like, "You gotta."
Well, you have Kenny? You have so much story still left to tell with him, even just within the Don Callis. You're right. To your point, you have the Darby Allin stuff. You have Kyle, like all these people within the Don Callis family that could challenge him. You have Speedball Mike Bailey, which is the big storyline that needs to happen with Kevin Knight. So those two matches against Babyface already could carry him through the next 2-3 months easily as TNT champion or whatever, whenever he drops the belt, so especially they love to do series of 3 matches. So like, to me, that's why it's too soon. Mm-hmm. Like, just you wait till the end of the summer, give him more momentum. And then this is just a transitional battle.
But I feel like it's okay. Like, again, I say it on every podcast. I say, any chance I get, push your babies. I think you're going to have to be like, sink or swim, have him have this match. Because Kenny's dropping this belt to Ospreay. We're not going to be able to soak around to this. And maybe Kenny, unlike Chris Jericho, wants to work with maybe younger talent, help younger talent, maybe put over younger talent. Again, maybe not putting him over in the dropping the belt, but putting over as like looking strong in defeat.
I don't know. We'll see. We will see. But again, I don't know. I just don't think it was. I think we could see that in 2-3 months from now. You don't need to throw it out there right now. Just because
so you think Kenny's going to beat Ospreay?
No.
Then how can you have this program 3 months from now?
No,
when Kenny's not going to have the belt.
No, with another champion. Like, it doesn't have to be Kenny. I think you're feeding him to Kenny. You're just feeding him to Kenny. That's how I'm viewing it. It isn't.
It's not okay.
I think you're just feeding Kevin Knight the Jet to Kenny. The Jet is, as Steve, we're talking about the Jet and Stone Cold shows up. The Jets are going down. The Jet's going down. He's getting fed right to Kenny Omega.
It's not being I love you so much, but I don't think you understand the word like beating someone or like you don't get this is like wrestling and people have to lose, but people are gonna look great in defeat and go on to like you went toe to toe, bell to bell, 20 minutes with Kenny Omega. You don't think that's gonna do anything for him? Or should just
no,
like,
because every AEW match at the pay-per-view is 20 minutes, so it doesn't matter when it goes on at 12:30 at night. Anyhow, if a tree goes down in the woods and no one's there to see it, same concept at 12:30 at night on one bloodshot eye because you've watched 6.5 hours of wrestling. Ugh, unbelievable. Be better.
Kat, I love you
better.
so much. I love you.
Unbelievable. Yeah, of course.
My girl.
On that note, let's put a bow on AEW.
Oh, so we can talk about our other boyfriend on Raw?
Yeah, I know. We can get to it. But yeah, let's hear from who I think will be the next AEW TNT champion as we take a quick commercial break. Friend of the show, Speedball Mike Bailey.
This is Speedball Mike Bailey, and you are watching the Nick Club Wrestling Happy Hour.
Eyebrows.
All right, Nikki, let's get to Monday Night Raw because we saw it. We'll reverse it up. The end of Monday Night Raw, Seth Rollins leaves.
All right, then we're going into my man now.
Yeah, God, I'm just getting you guys all revved up here.
Me and Kat, baby.
Comes face to face with Roman Reigns, and he leaves him laying as they both come to.
What if you do beat me at SummerSlam? What's gonna happen? You're gonna carry it for a couple months and get hurt again? You wanna know how I know you're number 2? Because after all these years, he still needs a Money in the Bank briefcase to become champion. He had to fake an injury in order to use the damn thing.
You and me, we're not running the same race.
Your man leaves Roman laying. What are your thoughts?
I love it. I'm here for this. I will say it until this match happens. I will cry if he loses. I love that it was just like he signed the contract. Like, all right, like I'm out of here. I'll see you next time you want to show up to work, and like just kind of like moseys on out of there, and like, and then I'm just like. I hate that he's right, but I really did, and I don't like Roman, but I liked his kind of counterpoints. I don't love his delivery all the time because I feel like it is jokey with him, and I want him to be a little more serious sometimes. But like again, it's like calling out his injury. Like every time he gets the belt, he gets injured. Like that's the first time he had the belt. It's just like, oh, I don't like you being right about that. But like,
yeah,
Again, like, we're supposed to see Roman on Saturday, but I don't, because he's supposed to do something with Jalen Brunson, so I don't see him and Seth having a thing.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, like, that's why with that happening, I'm worried that, because Roman's going to get a babyface reaction, and I don't think you want that right now. But, unless you're going to have that be Roman's spot where he gets over, and because you still only have a couple weeks till SummerSlam, so maybe if presumably Roman doesn't show up to one of those weeks.
I'm thinking, I know when Roman comes out, he gets the big response. Everyone puts the ones in the air. But when Seth Rollins was beating up Roman, the crowd was singing his song. Is it the initial, like, what were we calling seals, walruses, seals? It was like, oh, everyone cheers because, like, it's the opening song and, like, everyone eats. But, like, I don't think everyone loves Jey Uso. Like, is it the thing like, oh my God, it's Roman Reigns, you're seeing the big star, everyone put your ones up. But when like Seth was beating the shit out of them, they were all singing a song. It sounded to me when it wasn't Roman's entrance, it sounded like the crowd was more behind Seth.
Yeah, no, and I think that, and when we get to the momentum and the need, like Seth being his foil makes a lot of sense. And everyone just wants to throw up the ones, and it's a long entrance that people are into, the Bloodline or Roman entrance, whatever.
Yeah.
But I know you mentioned this, and I threw this up in the poll. Did you want them to have contact before SummerSlam? Because they have the built-in storyline, in the history that you could play this off that they don't need to touch.
Yes.
I really like the fact that they're coming to blows now, and you could do it 2 weeks in a row or whatever and hold off one last week. That's fine. I think it's perfectly fine. But I don't know. I throw it up in the chat to see what everyone else thinks. But do you feel real adamant about that? I feel like
the first time I watched it, I was excited because it was like my man beating up Roman. And then when I watched it again, I was like, well, would have been better to keep them like not touching, and then again tell the story. Like Michael Cole said that they were going to play all those vignettes. Like, is it because they have such the history together and apart? Like, do they have to come to blows and just let it play out? But then again, you showing Seth hitting the pedigree, I'm like, yes. So I'm torn. I think, again, part of me really loves them beating each other up, and then part of me was like, oh, would it be cool if maybe they didn't touch each other until SummerSlam? Which that sounds weird to say it like that, but wait till it's official. I don't know. Touchy. No, don't do it.
What? The bad touch?
No, I shouldn't even say like.
Little bad touch. It's only supposed to be for when you touch the title down, Nikki. Yeah. As you know.
And either way. But I don't know.
But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. Because adjacent to that, or in the same storyline, we saw the official, alliance of LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, and Royce Keys, which basically stems back from the last couple of weeks, them getting beat up by Jacob and the Usos, and now that's going to be an alliance and a match for SummerSlam. So, again, we tying that together, we thought that might happen. So I kind of like, but I also really liked how it went down.
Like him saying, like, I'm sorry, like, I'm coming back to the family. I'm so sorry. Let's put them up, the ones. And then I love a Samoan spike on the like. I also thought that like Jimmy undersold the spike. And I thought maybe that was because, like, again, you're supposed to have the spot where LA Knight comes out and evens the odds. But I don't think you need to do that per se and like damage, a potentially protected move for Solo, especially when it seems like Solo and Jacob might have another match coming up. Yeah.
I know it's set up LA coming out, but
it's 6 guys you're trying to get on this card. You're trying to fill out 12 to 14 matches over 2 days. Like, we knew this was going to happen.
Yeah.
Is it sort of paint by numbers? Probably. Is Jacob better than all of this? Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's going to be better than him and Solo's SummerSlam match last year. So we have that.
For tonight, actually, let's see. So that poll, should Roman and Seth have held off 50-50? Split down the middle on whether they should have held off of contact. But for tonight, we're going to skip over Lyra and Bailey stuff because we're going to move that into tomorrow's preview since that's part of tomorrow night's stuff. Although quickly all for Crazy Bird Lady.
R.I.P.
On that front. But surprised, not surprised, got to give Steven his flowers on this one. Chad Gable is going to challenge Penta.
Gable. I hate that fucking song.
Whatever. I like it. I think it's pretty damn good and catchy.
But I very much love this match. Again, I feel like pushing some of your babies. Again, Javon Evans got defeated, but I think he looked great. He looked great. Why can't Kevin Knight have the same as Javon Evans. Be in this match that we knew he was going to win, but looks like a fucking star.
Yeah, Javon looked like a champ in this match. Ethan came across as a perfect heel on that front. They got Rusev out in the right moment. Yeah, I'm super excited on where that's going. Hey, Matt.
Hi, Matt.
Matt's in the chat. We got Matt and Kat in the chat.
No, we all know you love rhyming.
We love rhyming.
But again, I love a good gauntlet. I think I'm a little sad Joe Henry went out first, but again, I think that made sense to go over. Like, I think it was a well-paced match. I liked it a lot. I think the right person won, and I think everyone really looked good. Maybe besides Joe Henry.
Yeah, Matt's agreeing. He said the Javon and Greg leading that.
Yeah.
That part, yeah. So much
Again,
athleticism.
I saw it on Facebook, so I don't know how true it is, but apparently for the Charlotte and Javon are tied at 26 matches on live television so far this year, that they're the top. The two of them are at 26. And I saw them on, because Brandy Rhodes, her kind of cooking show is back on WWE Network instead of her AEW Network. And she had Javon on, and he just seems like the sweetest, youngest little pickle baby. And I just want to root for him. And he said he's terrified of doing his shooting star press. I'm like, good, then don't. But I'm just like, he's going to be your future star.
Yeah. So, speaking of future stars, and on this one, the Vision. There you go, Kat. Your obligatory Austin Theory photo. But a couple things run through this, and we'll try like 60 seconds.
There's a lot of things in this.
Yes. So
where do you want to
start with Maxine Dupree is apparently the new leader of the Vision, according to Paul Heyman. Where do you stand on Maxine leading the Vision?
I swear I can talk. Give a girl a chip and a chair. Give her this opportunity. I think she's been doing great. I think I'm not mad at her leading this faction minus one person.
Yes.
Well, do you want to go into that, or do you want me to put it?
But yeah, I mean, we'll start right there real quickly just to answer that. I mean, I like the idea of her taking more of a lead with a little bit more of a upside in some of the talent that she's with versus Tozawa and Otis. Otis
forever.
But yeah,
like I'm not mad at her being because it's kind of the figure we don't, and we're not getting this with Liv and Dom anymore. There's really not this heel valet protecting her men.
Right.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
So, and I just feel like they want Heyman away from this.
Yeah.
So give her.
Yeah, Matt's agreeing with you in that. Getting Heyman essentially away from it.
Right. So I'm not mad. Again, I'm glad they're giving, a younger talent opportunity. I preach that everywhere. But I have some feelings.
So that brings me to the other thought: is Braun Breaker?
Oh, Matt, for sure.
Is Braun Breaker an afterthought in the Vision?
Yes, I hated this. Obviously, I love Sherry so much, forever and ever. And no one's gonna top her. They could all try. I hated this. Pivoting back to Braun Breaker, this kid is a star. He's literally watching Austin Theory be mean to Otis. It's like, what the flip?
And he also takes a beating from Otis in this whole thing. Here's a guy who couldn't be stopped. Like, we were talking about him challenging Brock and all these other big names in the main event scene, and he's getting beat up by Otis. And like, I know you got to put your opponent over at least somehow, but he looked terrible for what you've been trying to do for Braun Breaker over the last year. I know now he's one half of the tag champ, so you can take a little bit of a beating in a tag setting from the heavy of a tag team, but it looked absolutely terrible to me.
Oh, I hated it because I just don't know. He should be your focal point. He really in that group of three. To me, he's your focal point. When they walked out, he was not in the middle. It's Austin Theory and Max Heath. When he's in the ring, he's not in the middle. When they were doing other stuff, he's on the outside. It's just like, what are you doing? What are you doing? That's a Steiner. He has a great look. He can actually do a fucking spear. Why is he? Why?
You know what they're doing? They're burying.
Rest in peace.
This is why I live with kids.
Buried. He's getting buried. But on that note, you have anything else you want to add for the Vision Monday Night Raw?
No.
All right, well, let's change it with a little positivity as we go over to SmackDown. Let's hear from Big E.
This is former WWE Champion Big E, and you're watching the Nick Club Wrestling Happy Hour.
The reason why I drink.
Unbelievable. But I digress. Nikki, let's get into it. Friday Night SmackDown from last week. Big return.
Yes.
We weren't sure where he was going to end up, but Nikki, I say bad moon rise.
Don't go around tonight. Well, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. I hear hurricanes are blowing. I know the end is coming soon. I fear rivers overflowing. I hear the voice of rage and ruin. Don't go around tonight. Well, it's bound.
Nikki, Baron Corbin returns to WWE. The Lone Wolf is back. Shaking up the mid-card.
I popped. I was watching this by myself in the bedroom. I was like, Baron Corbin. I think he's underrated. I think he's such a utility guy. Like whatever you want to do, he'll just
Happy
do.
Corbin?
Happy Corbin was great. Bum ass Corbin was great. I loved him in NXT with the lighting. I wish they brought that back. I'm sorry. And then he hit the 2-ended days, and I'm like, God damn it, I love that move. He hits it just so well, and I love that he just grabbed his arm and then was just like, ah. I loved everything about this. I don't
The
love.
End of Days is a pretty awesome move.
It's so good. He has such a good moveset. We were talking about this, and I'm like, thank God, because the rumor was there's he was coming back and deny, and then people were like, oh, he's gonna be the thing under Danhausen's sheet. And this, I love the silly stuff. I love Danhausen, but I'm so fucking glad that Baron Corbin is coming out hot, attacking going for the mid-card belt. This is his zone. I'm so excited to see this. And if anything, that maybe break her away from there, put him back with Corbin. Because they were amazing tag champions in NXT together.
True. I really like him returning. My big issue is the timing. I don't mind him being in the mid card or wherever you want to put him in that scenario. But to me, I really wanted to see this Carmelo trick match with SummerSlam 3 weeks away. It just muddies up things so much worse than it needed to be.
Because I think they're holding. Mello Trick should be a Mania match to me, to be honest. I think they're doing a longer burn for the two of them. And I think, could you insert the Baron Corbins? Do you get Ricky Saints in there? I know how everyone feels about a multi-man match, but if the IC belt is Penta Gable, do you do a multi-man for the other one? Again, I think they're holding off on Trick Mello because I don't think they can decide who's a heel, who's a face. I know, between Trick and Mello, and I think that needs to be clearly defined going into a feud between the two of them.
Kat made a point. I'd rather Baron come back with us instead of with Danhausen. I agree. I didn't want to see him with Danhausen as like the Megahausen thing. I know. I think. Well, we'll talk about the Danhausen stuff more tomorrow. About it. That's maybe one of the topics about Megahausen. But
Megahausen? Oh,
yeah,
is that what they're?
Because there's Minihausen. Yeah. So, Matt's kind of comping. Is it SummerSlam's their All-Star show, or WrestleMania is their Super Bowl, or maybe the championship games might be better, like AFC, NFC championship game versus the Super Bowl.
I know they're calling it Hot Mania, and like I feel like WrestleMania this year is not great. I'm hoping SummerSlam is better, but I think you can get more mileage out of Trick and Mello circling each other.
You can, I guess. I mean, if he's a stopping off point for like 2-3 months, I guess so. But I'm
confused by you this week.
It's interesting because again, with Cass, with the video from Cass, like I'm wondering where all these guys are going to end up.
Well, he's going to be on Raw.
Yeah, but like these mid card, like again, these guys are going to land right in the mid card. Like, what's their ceiling? Like, what is the ceiling for Baron Corbin's return? Like, some people thought he could have been a world champion at one point in time. Like, when he returns this time around, could Baron Corbin get into the world title picture, or do you think he stays in this mid?
I think he needs I want him maybe 2-3 years now. I will need him to. They need to book him strong. I want to see them book a strong mid-card Baron Corbin. Once I see that, maybe then I'll feel better about him moving up. I feel like all of us know he can do it and is capable of it. I need creative to pull the trigger on him, which they've never done. Really. He's done all the fun segments, but truly, like, I know he's had the U.S. belt before, right?
Yeah, Ilya. Yeah, Ilya.
Yeah, so again, I think this might be a multi-man. Again, if this is your Hot Mania, you do want to get a bunch of people on the card. What Matt said, like your All-Star game, like let's put everybody in.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. So I put it in the poll. Will Corbin? I guess, and this is kind of how I'm justifying main event level status, because challenging for the world title, I don't consider that main event, because anyone could challenge one PLE or main even.
You're
Raw.
So backwards, right?
So main event to me is winning a world title potentially. So will Corbin win a world title? The consensus is no.
I think the Baron Corbin we're looking at, that we know, that we saw, it's a no. I think if you can book him correctly, I wouldn't be surprised. Again, it's all how you book people.
Cat saying throw him back with Braun in the tag division.
I also want to be mad at it because I'd rather Braun be with Baron than be a lackey around your boyfriend.
True. And at least enhances the tag division somehow. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But Nikki, we might have another addition to the SmackDown roster, or active wrestling roster, because after SmackDown on Friday, it looks like Nick Aldis and Gunther.
Give it to me. Give it to me now.
A little bit of thing.
You got a chance to fix your mistake, okay?
Fix my mistake? Hey, while we're on the subject of fixing mistakes, the only mistake I need to fix is thinking that you wouldn't be a giant pain in my ass if I signed you to this brand.
A little bit of disregard, handful of complaints, but I can't help the fact that everyone can see these scars. I am what I want you to want, what I want you to feel, but it's like no matter what I do, I can't convince you to just believe this is real. So I let go, watching you, turn your back like you always do, face away, pretend that I'm not, but I'll be here cause you're all that I got. I can't live the way I did before, don't turn your back on me, I won't be ignored, I won't have this damage anymore, don't turn your back on me, I won't be ignored.
Nikki.
Ah.
Gunther attacks Aldis, puts him to sleep. What are your thoughts?
I want this so bad. Josiah, I see you. Because I was on Bud and Cat's podcast. I was like, give this to me immediately in my veins. I want this so bad. I want this match so bad. And I want them to be. And then they're saying the retirement thing, but like he hasn't wrestled. This is going to be his first match. I don't want it to be a retirement match. Could it be something that like could this be a trilogy? I don't know how, but like I want more than just one minute.
I'm glad you did mention that, because that is one of my big questions is like, if all this comes back, is this more than a 1 minute? Because again, he could come back and he's the GM of SmackDown, so I don't know how he could come back from wrestling and like be impartial or unbiased.
So
right?
apparently, I almost said Michael Pierce. Who's Michael Pierce? Adam Pierce tweeted that because what happened to Aldis, that he's going to be the general manager tonight. Could it be something that they suspend Aldis? I just spit everywhere. I'm so excited that like Aldis is like suspended, or he's like, or you can't fulfill your duties. You're so obsessed with it. Like Gunther, like they have to, and he's going to fight for his managership back. So I really do like him as a GM, but goddamn, I want to see him wrestle. And I feel like people who don't know, like Nick Aldis with 10 pounds of gold, if you don't know necessarily Magnus from TNA, like, boy looks good, and I want to see him in some little trunks. Give me the thing.
Supposedly they wanted to do this match or an Aldis match for a while, and
there's rumors,
especially with the Pierce Braun Breaker stuff from last year or earlier this year. Like, I didn't want to see Adam Pierce in the ring, no offense, but like. I just don't. Again,
former champion, but Aldis.
But yeah, like Aldis is a much more viable superstar. He could have something beyond just this one match with Gunther. But here's the thing: Gunther's been going, and Steven threw it in the chat, and like with this retirement career killer angle. So it's like, I'm gonna get you out of retirement to this spot where you have to compete with me, and then I'm gonna take this career from you again. I don't know. Or is it? Because there is a lot. I think there's a lot more money in giving Nick Aldis more than one match.
Yeah, because we were saying, I just put it in the chat, like when Drew was feuding with Aldis, we're like, it's when they got like nose to nose, and it was at the pre-show or whatever madness. But I was like, there's so many things. Again, he's like our age. He's younger than the two champions, or at least CM Punk. His last match was in 2023, and then he signed with WWE. I'm just like, take off those layers of the suit. I want it so bad.
Well, that's what they're getting into tonight. That's the big angle for tonight is, what's next with these two, and now that it's come to blows. And I wonder if Aldis has to get some offense in, but does he respond tonight and get physical back with Gunther tonight, or is this something they hold off and he tries to just be a little bit more babyfacey and like no and reserve, and Gunther attacks him again and forces his hand, and it's like, all right, I can only be man and just take this crap so long and kind of move on from there.
Or does something happen in like the beginning of the night, and then Nick Aldis goes to Pierce and was like, I'm relinquishing my GM role, like I'm going after Gunther. We're doing it at SummerSlam, and now you could be general manager of both of these for now until I beat the shit out of Gunther, and then I'll come back and put my suit on. Yeah.
And I always worry, because when it gets to this point for someone who's a GM, who's an ex-wrestler, active wrestler, like Kurt Angle, like you just always know that like for some reason it feels like their time as the authority figure is over.
Which is fine. Then he should be, again, if you're comparing him to like when, again, Baron Corbin retired Kurt Angle was farther along. It's same with, well, not maybe necessarily Mick Foley, but this seems like Twilight years. Like, again, Nick Aldis is younger than CM Punk. He's young and he's good looking. Let's see him wrestle. Like, what are we doing here?
The chat says, majority says no, he's not going to have more than one match. That's a one and done.
People. Ruin my dreams.
I thought you were like, you people. You're the you people heel.
No. Am I babyface on this show? You're probably the heel because you changed all the rules.
Joe's in the chat.
Hello,
An idea is they have to revert back to a retired wrestler turned management has to come out of retirement. Yeah.
Also true, but it's Nick Aldis.
Come
on.
Well, all this also had some effect on Monday Night Raw about a week or so ago, offering CM Punk as a challenger, who now is the new WWE champion. And Punk And Cody Rhodes was officially announced for SummerSlam last week, which to the surprise of nobody. But we thought maybe Sammy could still sneak his way in there. Did you like that promo back and forth?
It was a nothing burger, to be honest. It's like, when I was champion, I said anytime, any place. And then CM Punk was like, well, name your place. And they're like, and then the poor crowd was like, Oklahoma City. And they're like, SummerSlam. And the crowd booed. And then like shook hands. Like right now, it's just like both belts are just like on these shake hand deals with like frenemies.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta. We'll see more for tomorrow on our Saturday Night's Main Event preview
We'll
show.
see what happens tonight. But I want, because it's a tag match, but we'll get to that tomorrow. I want to heel CM Punk.
Yeah.
I want it.
Do you want to heel CM Punk more than heel Cody Rhodes, though?
Yes.
Really?
1,000,000,000,000,000%. I said this on the podcast with Kat on Sunday. We wanted John Cena to turn heel so bad, and it was awful. I think right now that could happen with Cody Rhodes. I don't think it's going to be what you want right now. CM Punk's a better heel. Give me CM Punk. I can't talk today.
I want to actually
heel CM Punk.
I'm going to those up. So right now, if I can guarantee you one of them's turning, it's most likely.
Again, one of them is turning. To me, I think Punk's.
Punk's a more proven heel.
Yeah.
I mean,
because I'm just thinking back to heel, maybe Bullet Club, New Japan, Cody. I don't know if heel Cody landed in AEW.
Yeah. So the chat's got Punk overwhelmingly right now, but there is some contingency that does support a Cody heel turn right now.
Punk.
I don't know.
I want him to be like. I did watch him on Stephanie McMahon's podcast, and again, the way he talks about April and AJ, I'm all here for. But there's something a little smarmy about him that I want him to be heel.
I'm not saying Cody does heel shit often, but
I just think like the way he is with the, I guess the John Cena thing, the merch selling. Though he said in whatever interview, they said if he turns heel, he can't use whatever the fuck his song is called.
Cult of Personality.
No, Cody. That everyone thinks.
America.
No, it's not.
My Kingdom.
Yes. So he said he wouldn't use that. And everyone sings and everyone seal claps to it. And it's just like, I don't think, to me, it's the John Cena thing. I don't think they're going to pull the trigger. And I think CM Punk is happy to be like, oh, I can do that. Hold my non-alcoholic beer. Hold my Pepsi.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Giant Pepsi, according to the fridge photo.
But is it, I don't know. Is it a situation where, like, does Cody, like, I know I heard that they're like, because they flirted with it a couple months back with like Heyman and him. Like, does he need like a Heyman to really pull that off, like Roman did?
Maybe.
The chat's starting to even out on that. I left it up for a little longer now. Now all of a sudden, maybe we talked some people into it. Punk.
Oh, Josiah, I do love that song. Oh, if he grew a mustache, stop it.
And did Smoke and Mirrors?
That's such a good song, though. Give me dashing, or give me the like.
Was.
He said he handed out all his masks, but I'm like, how expensive can those be? But like, I don't know. I don't know if this Kurt regime and this version of Cody Rhodes, they would turn heel. Again, I would love to be surprised. I would love to be happy and right. If he turns heel and it's fucking phenomenal, I would love to be here in 2 weeks and be like, girl, I was wrong. But I don't feel it in the waters.
Yeah, it's. I don't see it either, but you just never know. They might just pull a swerve on us right before SummerSlam to try and get a little bit more. It's 2 nights. You got to get a good amount of buys going.
Matt, very true, but I'm pretty sure Cody said in an interview this week, someone will correct me, I'm pretty sure he said that he felt like he couldn't come out to my kingdom if he was heel.
Yeah, I think it offers more too if it's like again like
because again like John Cena coming out to the Black Tron like was impactful. Couldn't be like I'm so heel. I'm not gonna come out to the song that you all sing to.
Yeah, exactly. Like yeah, he doesn't need to. Ooh, him coming out to like a no entrance music would be I don't know.
Like
I don't know how cool it would be.
Tommaso did an NXT and it was phenomenal. Again, I want that not to backpedal, but that Tommaso Ciampa needs to be in AEW immediately.
Wait, no, Ciampa's in AEW.
Yeah, but his
yeah.
version of him coming out to no music in NXT and he was wearing those army pants, cutting those promos, Daddy's home, like
Yeah,
there was a glimpse of that with Sylvie, but
for 1 week.
For one.
That's why I said back then that I thought it didn't make sense for him to have the belt at that point in time.
Yeah.
Like to me, if you're just gonna give him that like quick momentum and like everyone's like, oh well, you're getting Psycho Killer. Well, great. Are we getting that? Like I don't know yet. I haven't seen enough of it. One thing we are kind of getting is some like New Japanish.
They're supposed to wrestle tonight. We just saw that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he did. He beat Tama last week.
So now he gets Tama this week. Is this when Shinsuke comes out and now they're like just throwing together tag teams because there's no tag again because those belts need to come off Truth and Damian Priest. Damian Priest is been in AAA. They vacated Vikingo's belt. I forget. The mid-cardy belt. And then basically he and basically he cut a promo that he's going to go after that belt. So I'm just like, they have to take the tag belts off Priest and Truth. Like, is it going to be Shinsuke and Finn? Should it be the Tongans? Like, I feel like this is what we're circling. And I kind of want so much more for Finn than just maybe, as cool as him and Shin in a tag team would kind of be cool.
Shin and Finn.
Shin Finn. But I feel like they're all the two of them. The two of them are better than.
Ooh, hear the helicopter? The helicopter.
You know I can't hear things.
I know. Yeah. Interesting. Matt saying Finn needs to be in the world title picture. Yeah.
CM Punk named him again, and then when Finn did his interview with Chris Van Fleet, he talked about how special that match was with him and Punk in Belfast.
True.
So I wouldn't be mad at them circling back around to it. I don't see Finn winning, unfortunately, as much as I would love for him to have a belt again.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of hope that like when someone like moving them to a different brand would reinvigorate them into a higher spot on the card. That's kind of why you want to do it, right? Because they're somewhat, I don't want to say stale, but going stale, right? But not everyone's gonna go right to the main event scene, and he's still really good in he offers so much to the mid card scene.
I know, but I love him. I love him so much. I remember when I moved home from Philly, and I had the only TV in the house was with Mom, and I made her watch Raw with me, and she loved Finn Balor. Because when he does it, she would like do Moms. But yeah, no.
Because of his eyes.
I mean, like, us Vanderbilt girls are starting to, cover your ears. Irish men's.
Boo. Hold on. Where's my sound clips?
Boo. And I'm half one.
That's fair.
No, boy.
Wait, JC or Chelsea, please.
No, go up to Josiah's.
Oh, hold on. No.
Was that on? Because again, it's not in a.
The interim. I hate
the interim bullshit.
Interim women's title.
Then just fucking strip Rhea. I hate this interim bullshit. If you can't compete, you can't compete. If you can fudge it for a little bit, fudge it for a little bit. Is this when? No, because I was like, oh, Io should win this, but she's fucking fighting Liv. But again, I would love for them to put it on JC because they should. Again, push your babies. But then, then Rhea comes back and crushes JC. Vacate.
True.
Oh, but Steven, if we do our
Chelsea?
queen,
Yeah.
our queen would not be mad at it. But
Yeah, no, it would be a good way to end up. Yeah, that would be such a win. Such a win for the crowd, too. And SummerSlam, a big moment for her. Because there's people travel for those pay-per-views.
And Minnesota's pretty close to Canada. So her people can come down. I mean, oh my God, if they put the belt on Chelsea, I would lose my mind. Our queen.
Nikki, you want to take a few calls?
Yeah, why not?
Open up the phone lines here. Let us know what you're drinking, what you're thinking. Call links pinned in the chat. Nikki, my blondie, hit the snare. All right, Nikki, let's bring in someone who was on the show a couple weeks ago, co-hosting with us for the 4th of July
that was so fun. Go back and watch that because they were a treat, and I love them both dearly.
Yes, we got one half of that.
Half the tag
on this
team.
show. He's our trigger.
Well, I got no interest in being a part of your personal growth process. I'm going to take you down. Bang, bang. I just realized in that video. How you doing, guys?
Hold on, man.
So the lady losing her mind in the AI is a redhead. My ex-wife was a redhead. So
scandal.
Perfect. Nothing against any other redheads might be listening. I had a bad experience. I had some buyer's regret. So, but anyway, we're all good now. How you folks been?
Good.
Living the dream over here.
Good.
Yeah.
So
again, what's up, Matt? What are you thinking here?
Not much. So I'm going to talk about something. Sean messaged me a couple days ago about with the breakup of Paul kind of going away from the vision, and he's like, Oba beats Brock at SummerSlam. Paul Heyman becomes the advocate for Oba Femi, and I blew it off. And I was like, no, because you can't put Oba with Paul. Because Oba's like this big, huge baby face. Paul will tarnish that. It just doesn't fit. But then you think about it, Sean's like, Paul can sell ice to an Eskimo and sell 4 flat tires to a mechanic. He could do something with Oba to keep Oba as a face. So, I mean, if he's breaking away from the vision, and if this is looking like this could be Brock's last, match, if not that, maybe his last really big event for him in his home state, maybe you could put Paul with Oba. I don't know how you do it. It's just, but it's intriguing to think about because Paul's always he did Brock, then he did the Big Show, and he's done Punk. He's always the next new thing. So we talked earlier in the chat. You talk about the face of the company if Cody or Punk turns heel. If we got this youth movement going on, why don't we just let's get a young guy out there and push, Oba or Trick to be hey, you're the face of the company. Let's see if you can do it. They're still young enough where if it doesn't work, you got the veterans still around that can backfill any issues. But give it to a young guy or girl. Let them. You got it right. You got to be a Paul Heyman guy or gal.
Trick Williams was on one of those like Good Morning shows, and it was like hosted. It wasn't like a New York syndicate. I think it was like one of the South ones. And the two women like lost their minds with him, like how like good looking he was and how like fit he was. And then he talks about his lemon pepper steppers. Like I could see him like going to these like other affiliates and like being the face of like this like good looking like articulate man to sell your company. Absolutely.
I mean, look at Oba. I mean, when he's just wearing like his, his shirt. I call them Hawaiian shirts, but they're like his local culture shirts from Africa. He looks like $1 million. Like you could see Oba on like late night talk shows and on ESPN with Stephen A. Smith. Trick can do it. I mean, give it to these young guys because we only got with some of these older guys. I mean, Roman's 41, Punk's 47, Randy Orton. He ain't got much time left. Like. Rey Mysterio's the only oddball. He found the fountain of youth. He's like reverse aging.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
Gosh. But yeah, I also want kind of random thoughts too. Give me Javon Evans and Dragon Lee again. And like Sean and I would talk about it too. Do you do that at Triple Mania? Do you have Dragon Lee defend that cruiserweight title against Javon and do it at the Las Vegas night? Because then your mega championship should be defended down in Mexico, but boy, what a great spotlight that would be for Javon, because I don't know how much the AAA fans know about Javon, but that'd be a good introduction to put him at the Vegas night of Triple Mania and let him fight Dragon Lee.
Yeah, I mean, those are the example of the guys that are like underutilized on the main roster right now that could really benefit into that scene. Like when you look at like what happened with Chad Gable and Ludwig Kaiser, like they were mid-card guys that were getting underutilized and great in the ring, and they were put into that scenario and they were able to have enough time to tell their story, and look what they produced, like the match of the year.
Yeah, and Gabe will probably be the last thing I want to talk about because I've loved this redemption arc. I wanted him to come out earlier in that gauntlet match. As long as he didn't come out last now, I'm good with it because there was so much at the beginning that was so good. Maybe you could have had I was trying to think if they could have had Rusev and Ethan Page go against each other at some point, but it worked out really good. I like it. I really think Gable's going to take the title off Penta at SummerSlam. He's going to win the IC title. That completes that dream. It kind of closes his redemption arc.
Yeah.
I think by then now you can put Penta in the world title picture on Raw. I mean, that's usually what happens. That Intercontinental run will push him to that next level. And so he'll go up there, and then Gable hold it. I would be surprised to see Gable in the world title picture.
Or is it a situation where we've talked about this for a while because you have the Lucha Brothers, like him and Phoenix. Is Phoenix eventually? What's he the?
He's the
triple. Yeah.
He has a mid card AAA belt, not Dragon Lee.
Yeah, not Dragon.
Sorry, my bad.
Yes. So Phoenix.
I always get those two confused.
I love that match.
All the time. I get them both confused all the time. Surprised I haven't gotten like annihilated in the comments. Hey, dumbass, another mass dude. Like, I'm sorry.
But the thing about that though is like to your point, like they do have two directions they could go with Penta. If once he drops the Intercontinental title, it's like, do you try and move him up and see? It'll really show how high Triple H is on Penta. Like they've given him all the presentation of like a superstar. But yeah, do they move him up to the main event scene, or do they drop him down and put him with Phoenix to try and enhance the tag division for them?
I mean, that's a good question too, because the tag division is quite weak on both shows. They're almost like an afterthought now. So you could go that way, but Penta's not getting any younger too. So if you want to throw him in that world title spot, you got to do it quick. I mean, there's a lot of guys that are, LA Knight's another one. He's like 42, 43. Like people forget, like, so, we kind of want to fill in these, like, oh, we got a hole here. We want to fill it with a veteran. Hey, let's let these kids do it.
Yeah, exactly. True.
Because every time they've asked them to do something good, I mean, they bring it. Like, those are usually your better matches on the shows with these young guys, and they're generating a lot of good energy, I think, on the brand, more than I can handle only so much Roman. Like, he's
with you. I'm with you.
I feel you.
That's why I think that the gauntlet was such like the bright spot, because it was like, I don't want to say younger kids, but like kids you don't necessarily see all the time. Like I know Rusev has been here for a while, but it felt fresh. And I agree with you that I wish Gable was a little earlier, but I guess it made sense because it was like face heel, and then you had like face, and then Gable took out the two like bigger heels. So
another point for another conversation, but we talked about earlier too. WWE doesn't have any pure heels, and that's what's hurting. You can't even say that with Gunther anymore because now Gunther's just whiny, complaining, and we can go on about that for a while. But I don't like how they've done Gunther on SmackDown, but we'll see. It just comes across like if I want to hear it entitled and whining, I'll go watch a Bret Hart podcast.
You're lucky you're sitting here.
I'm actually wearing a Heart Foundation shirt.
Matt,
betraying.
That is the perfect way to send off. Matt,
sir.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Always.
God bless. Have a great weekend. Stay. I know it's been hot up there. I hope the heat breaks for you all up there too. So, all right. Enjoy the show this weekend. We'll see you.
You too. We'll talk.
Take care. Thanks, Matt.
Matt, that popped me so goddamn hard.
Well, you can trigger people. Reese is gonna go back and watch this channel. And
it's funny because I am wearing my Heart Foundation shirt.
It
was clean. Shirt, so. I know we're very old school this go around. I feel like there's like a hair on my arm, my shirt.
Let's just keep the momentum of the potentially triggering one of our friends of the show, and let's just bring on your co-host,
my love,
your other co-host,
my other love.
What's up, Kat?
What's up, Nick and Nikki?
What's going on, my love? What do you think?
Nothing. Hot as hell. It was 107 down here today.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Like 90 whatever.
Yeah. It's hot. Can we talk about how great that AEW championship looks on Kenny Omega?
Correct.
I do like it. I was surprised when like the Young Bucks came out. They're like, "Oh, we have to change this." I didn't realize he had the Triple B on, and then when they swapped it out, I was like, "Ow!"
I mean, I would have been happy to help him take the Triple B off and put the new one on.
Yeah.
I'm sure you wouldn't have had any problems volunteering for that, Kat.
Nope. But I do agree. Dynamite this week was kind of mid.
Okay, it wasn't just me, my bad mood.
No, it wasn't you in your bad mood. I agree. It was kind of mid.
Okay.
I think that the Omega promo segment went on a little too long. Like we could have cut that like half. Nick, I love you, but yes, Kevin Knight deserves this opportunity. AEW does what WWE doesn't. They push their young kids, put them out there with their main eventers, and go sink or swim. And that lets Tony Khan know if I can put a major title on this guy in the future.
First off, all right. Sink or swim. Opportunity. I didn't say he didn't deserve the opportunity. He deserved the opportunity. But the timing right now is not right for it. You're just throwing him in a situation where he's going to lose. I'd rather him. He's got so many other storylines he needs to complete. Let him complete his storyline and then chase after the world title and establish yourself as a main eventer. That's my whole thing about it. Like, let him complete the he screwed over Darby Allin, right? He screwed over Darby Allin. He's speedball Mike Bailey. You still have those storylines. Complete those. Finish your arc first. I don't care. You can still go back to MJF promised me a title shot, whatever. Like, I don't think, and no one really cares about these promises, and MJF promises means nothing anyway. So, to me, it's just, I don't know, maybe MJF's injured or something's going on. They're trying to get a main event match for, almost call it Rebellion again.
Redemption.
Ours. And they're just trying to get that extra match, their main event match in. But I don't know. I don't think it's necessary. Don't put it at the expense of a guy who could be a major star for you in the future. It's similar.
But you also run into the problem where wrestling fans bitch about wanting a 2 or 3 month storyline. Then you give them a 2 or 3 month storyline, and then they bitch, well, I want it now. So what do you do?
Yep.
You gotta rate. Well, sometimes, yeah. Like, there's gonna be ebbs and flows in a storyline like that. Like, not every week's gonna have blood or some table spot or some key big moment. You're gonna have a series of small moments. I think that's where to some
And then
extent. Tony Khan.
if you're a diehard AEW fan, you know Tony Khan does that. He'll start a storyline, he'll stop it, and then he'll 6 months later he's, oh yeah, I remember these two were feuding, so they go back to feud.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love like the little like Brodito had a match. He was like, oh, Brodito's back together. He's like, oh yeah, remember these people are a thing together.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know how you're fine with like Javon doing a thing, but not with like Kevin Knight. Hello, friend. But it's just like you're fickle. You're the people that being kept bitch about on a Sunday afternoon.
I am not. How dare you? How dare you? You know what?
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
All right, my parting shot.
Yes.
So Adam Pearce just announced they're going to have an interim title. I better hear the WWE fans bitching about this like they do when Tony Khan does an interim title. If you're going to bitch for one, you need to bitch for the other.
I hate it. We hate this whole thing. So
At the bar, we hate it when anyone does it.
So.
Exactly. I'm not a fan of interim titles.
Kat, I'll do this for us all.
Hated it.
Yes, hated it.
If your lecture is going to be on your boy, my rant also might be about your boy. We might have a counter programming.
Oh. It's a toss-up. It's either going to be on Daniel Garcia or Austin Theory. I'm not sure.
Is it because I told you I like Daniel Garcia more? No.
I have an article written on why Daniel Garcia should be AEW World Champion just to piss Reese off. He told me if I ever posted it, he would take away my wrench on his channel and ban me. So I haven't ever tried to post it.
I think you should.
I would walk with you. Solidarity, sister.
So I may just turn that into the rant on Sunday.
Let's go. Get ready for that.
I have feelings about that Theory segment, and I think it's different than like what we said on this podcast.
Oh, you just Reese's changing the rules, huh? Oh, okay. I see how it is. Not just me.
So it's men changing rules on women.
I see how that works now. That's right, Nikki. They just change it on us.
Yeah. Fuck the patriarchy.
Unbelievable.
All right. Enjoyed the show. Y'all do great work. Love you guys. See you Sunday, Nikki.
Sunday.
Later, Kat.
eBay.
Stirring things up, Sam.
And that's what Kat and I do. Come watch us on Sundays. We stir shit up. We talk shit.
Sunday at 3:30? 3:30.
So,
Time is
anywhere between 3 and 4 o'clock. Whenever we log on.
Get out. Get out of here.
And I have production meetings. I don't show up the production meetings here.
we just wing this shit.
She was
I have plans, and then Nikki comes in and ruins them all and just throws a wrench in it. That wrench that Reese threatened to take away.
I ruin all your plans.
That wrench that Reese threatened to take away from Kat on his channel, Nikki uses on our channel to just
shove
throw
it in
off
your
our whole
face.
show. Yeah. So
Chaos. And we talk about chaos gremlins. Sometimes you gotta be a chaos gremlin.
well, you know who's not a chaos gremlin? I don't think so. Josiah. Let's bring in Josiah.
A
What's
sweet
up,
pickle.
Josiah?
Hello, everybody. How are we?
Good, how are you?
How you doing, buddy?
Good to see you.
I'm good, thank you. Yeah. I've been following the stream. It's been very interesting. And before we get into this, I actually want to go off of something that Catherine said. I've been looking at the Twitter and Instagram replies for the reactions to the interim title thing, and it's been pretty mixed. But the majority of it has actually been they're not happy with it.
Yeah, no,
it's stupid because it's basically like you're not really the real champion.
Yeah.
And you don't have to bring like it's like the Punk thing. Everyone knew that that Cena was an interim champion, or not the real like a paper champion, and everyone recognizes that when the real champion comes back, we never lost.
And especially in this case when the so-called actual champion isn't cleared to compete. If you're gonna do an interim champion, why don't you just take the belt off of the champion?
Agreed. And I feel bad that she's injured, but like, go take care of yourself. Strip the belt again. Like, what happened? Your 30-day policy. It works for some people. Like when they stripped Naomi back in the day, it's like have a rule, don't have a rule.
Especially when and it makes no difference. Especially when you know that when Rhea comes back, she's just gonna beat whoever the champion is, anyways.
Right.
So it literally makes no difference.
Yeah. So you have like this one girl that's gonna have this great SummerSlam moment, but it's really not gonna mean shit.
Yeah.
Steve. Yeah, that's true. Everyone's fickle.
But then apart from that, I also agree with the take on the AEW Dynamite show not being very good this week.
Okay. Well, I feel better because I'm just like, I hate everything. I hate this show. This is stupid. So I'm glad everyone else thought it was meant. But like, I don't know. Like, I feel like it needed something.
Yeah. And for that, to me, the only real standout moments for me were the Andrade and Jake Doyle match and the Kenny Omega promo, which again I have an issue with that nobody's mentioned so far. And it's the fact that when Kevin Knight came in and told Will to leave the ring, Kenny told Will to stay, but yet Will was never mentioned or even involved in the promo again after that.
It was kind of awkward.
Wasn't he like sort of like standing on the apron and they cut him like once? He was just like a weird like onlooker, like voyeur.
He was basically just standing there emoting the whole time.
Yeah, I don't.
I can't wait to have that belt. That's gonna be me in there once I'm wrestling Kenny.
Yeah. And it's almost like the only thing Ospreay was there for was to basically warn Kevin Knight that Darby Allin was behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it felt a bit weird because, and I also don't know what they're planning to do with the AEW World Title match for Redemption, because it seems like they're trying to get this Kevin Knight match to happen, but then they're also doing teasers of Jon Moxley as well, which is the much more realistic and interesting match for me.
So you like Mox Omega? Yeah, it would put in, because theoretically, right? Mox should be the next challenger, or at some point in time in the very near future for Ospreay, and that should
Especially
be.
when you consider all of the things that Mox has been saying about Kenny since he won the titles. Because you had the promo on Collision where Mox called Kenny broken and basically worn out.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had the backstage segment on Dynamite where he was like basically like, "Oh, you can't fool these people," whatever that was.
Yeah, and Kenny's been kind of downplaying it with Ospreay, like that first time, right? He was like, "Why did you join the Death Riders when I could have been your mentor?" Basically.
Oh, could you have Mox take the belt off Kenny and then Ospreay has to fight Mox at Wembley? That'd be banana pants, but
it would be. It would be a crazy booking, but like just I'm not sure. I know you're like overseas. I think you're in England, right? You're based out in the UK. Right? Yeah, like so, like in terms of like draw, like we were talking about like when Dom Mysterio was in like San Diego, you know he's gonna get a huge pop. Like so, like to that extent, would there be in Wembley? Who would get a bigger pop? Would it be a Mox Ospreay match, or would it be an Omega Ospreay? Like I guess I'm looking at it as like if that person's coming out as Ospreay's opponent, right? Ospreay's gonna get the Bulldog pop. Would Omega get the huge pop, or would Moxley get as big a pop as Omega? Does it not really?
I think they would both get pops, but I feel like just because we haven't seen the match in like 3 years, compared to the whole Mox and Ospreay feud that's been going on since last year, I think it's more intriguing to get Kenny at Wembley than Mox.
But, yeah.
Yeah, so he's just like, I don't want to say bigger name, but yeah, the bigger match.
Yeah, that's the match I want to see, but I was just like, what could they throw? Again, we're throwing wrenches everywhere, apparently, on this podcast. Like, would it be crazy if, like, Mox won at some point? I think I'd rather have Will win and then Mox chase him post-Wembley.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it does set up a nice at least couple months for him, theoretically, as champion, right? Like, if Ospreay ends up winning the belt there.
which I actually have a hot take. I don't think he's going to.
Oof.
Woo! Tell me everything.
Why?
I think that Kenny's going to retain, and then that's going to lead to Ospreay turning heel, which is something that me and Reese have discussed at length on our podcast.
Interesting. Yeah, like, but I see. I don't know if I want. I mean, is he at the point where he's at a ceiling in his AEW career for Ospreay that he needs to turn heel, that it would offer a different dynamic to his character? Maybe, but I don't know.
So, yeah.
I just think now he offers more as a babyface champion, winning it in Wembley and going on a run for, 3, 4 months, right? And then you could give him that heel turn, not with the belt, or you don't have like. I think it's a better giving him this moment, winning in Wembley, and then giving him a babyface run for even 3 months as champion.
I know what you're saying, but I'm just thinking on the standpoint that there aren't many like new heels for Ospreay to drop the belt to. Because if you're thinking heels, it's pretty much just MJF.
Also true.
But if you turn Will heel, there's more viable faces for him to lose to this.
Well, could Kevin Knight be that guy in 6 months? Like, if Ospreay's a babyface champion and holds the belt for 3 months, you could build up Kevin Knight as the heel. Like, that's the point I'm talking about. It's like holding him off from competing now. Let him go through his storylines, finish his storylines, and then he's competing for the world title, and he could be the one to take it off Ospreay. And that there'll be a hell of a match.
Yeah, I think that's definitely an interesting prospect. But I just think in terms of how long Kevin Knight's been in AEW compared to how long it takes loads of like newcomers to actually win the title, I think it's a bit too soon for him.
Could he win the belt and turn heel in England at the same time? Could he do something dastardly or really do something, or he gets the belt and really like just beats the shit out of Kenny?
I do think that it's possible that he turns heel in Wembley, but I think it's unlikely because of where it is. The crowd won't boo him.
So would they boo if he lost though?
I think they would boo. I think they'd boo him if he turned heel after losing.
Okay.
But if he won and then turned heel, I don't think they'd boo him.
Yeah, I can see that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think the crowd would boo him regardless. I just think he's going to get the hometown pop, but we'll see. I don't know.
And then I think going on to the WWE side of things, there is a lot that they need to sort out.
Yeah.
And my first gripe isn't actually with the product for a change. It's actually the Club WWE thing. Have you seen the prices that they're charging you?
I have not, no.
Which one's that? Is that the one where like...
Wait, like John Cena touts and you scan the QR code and you join a fan club for...
They're charging $99 in your region.
No.
And that's basically the equivalent of a year's worth of my AEW.
Yeah.
I don't...
Which, yeah.
No.
And that's odd. Considering their product isn't very good for them to be charging prices like that.
We looked, I didn't even want to, I looked at tickets for tomorrow night, Saturday night's main event in MSG, and I was just like, forget it. It's also, they booked it around very brilliantly, Fanatics Fest in New York. One of the big autograph signing events. But yeah, it's like the prices right now are just insane for everything. And even like, what was it, WrestleMania weekend? They did that whole like go on Cody Rhodes' bus and like touch things.
Yeah.
Like, and make pasta with Axiom was like $11,000, or his bus was $11,000. Like, no.
Really?
Wrestling.
And then I actually wanted to get your takes on SummerSlam. I want to know what you think they're leading to.
Wait, say again?
I want to know what you think that the company's building up towards for SummerSlam and how they get through that.
I'm worried that neither of the belts are going to change hands as much as I want Punk or Seth to take the belt off Roman. I know I want it to be better than Mania and SummerSlam last year, but I just feel like there's not enough juice in the tank.
See, I disagree. I think it's going to be very much better than WrestleMania. I think we're going to get a lot of. I think Rollins. We're going to see a title change. I think we're going to get a little bit of what we saw last year with what was supposed to be the Vision coming, but I'd like to see a major storyline happening with. I think Summer Punk. Like we might see a heel turn coming there. The 3 or 4 matches that even off the top, like we were just reeling off the matches before the show, and I was like, shit, they have some real solid, even long-term matches that are in place. Like, all right, Oba Brock and Hell in a Cell is match 3. Like that in and of itself is the culmination of a feud. Everyone knows the history with Rollins and Reigns. You have basically, we talked about it earlier with the Chad Gable storyline of his Lucha storyline coming to conclusion, potentially with the Intercontinental title in the mid-card scene. And then you also have, what's the other one? Like the Cody, the story isn't there just yet in the sense of their friends, the Cody Punk thing. They need to find a way. I wish they would. They're not going to mention them by name, but their history in AEW needs to be addressed somehow in some way. Like we have history around, like make a generality. Around the world, we have history. We've been friends, blah, blah, blah. We both left the company and, to do bigger and better things. We couldn't stand management. We weren't management's guys, right? And we left and we built this thing elsewhere. Like people know, right? You don't want to make it too crazy about it, but like we built all this and we have this history and like everything that happened with Punk. Like you walked out, we both walked out. You can build off of that story of like outside of WWE, our relationship. They need to somehow find a way to tell that story, and that'll get that match sold to a whole other level.
Yeah, because that's the thing. I feel like they've almost thrown this match together because they put the belt on Sammy, and then they realized, oh shit, we don't have a plan for Sammy as champion. Let's just do this. And then it just seems like there's no heat to this match because we know that there's no tension between them.
Right. That's why I want him to turn heel. I want him to come out and just be like, maybe better than like Cena did, like you Nepo baby bitch, and just like go off. Be like, he climbed, he struggled in his backyard is ROH and climbed here, and you were spoon fed because you're daddy. Like, but better because like Cena tried to do that, but I feel like a heel Punk can just dig a little.
It didn't really work when Cena did it because he was also spoon fed by the system.
Right. I'd rather see a heel CM Punk.
I also wouldn't mind. I know Nikki's gonna roll her eyes, so get ready. But like, I wouldn't mind. Like, I said this all along. Like the Seth Rollins Vision storyline, give the faction, not necessarily those, but like to CM Punk, like that as heel CM Punk leading the faction, like the Vision. You don't need Paul Heyman, but a heel CM Punk.
Like you could give him something like the I was gonna say Sobriety Society, and that
Sobriety Society. I like that one better. Than
the Submission Sorority. What were they called?
Oh my God! What the hell?
When he was with Serena Deeb and what's
Straight Edge Society.
Straight Edge Society.
The Sobriety Society.
And also, this is another issue that I have. Have you noticed that so far the 3 title matches that have been confirmed for this show, they're all babyface versus babyface. Like there's no heel contenders in any of the title matches.
Well, you have Liv Io.
Oh yeah, well Liv Io, yeah, but apart from that match, it's Gable and Penta, both face. Cody Punk, both face. Reigns and Rollins, both technically face, but you can argue either way.
No, but they tried to present him not as a heel. Like that he's like, once he lost everything, he's like seeing the light.
Yeah.
But yeah, technically, just like you're right, those 3 men's matches are face versus face versus face.
Yeah.
Face versus.
And it's weird because especially the Rollins and Reigns match, because in terms of the story, obviously it seems like they're both just as bad as each other, but they're both being portrayed as baby faces. But
yeah, so I would like that. That match needs to be very nasty. I feel like the ref has to let them go. It has to feel like they need to start fighting before the bell rings, and it needs to feel real and brawly and like you're gonna fuck up your brother. Like the Triple H Shawn Michaels matches of like back in the day, like that. I want to.
And the one request that I have is that it can't end like it did the last time, where Roman just gets disqualified.
Also true. Seth Rollins pinning him square in the ring. 1, 2, 3.
That's the ideal situation, but unfortunately, we all know how this is going to go.
All right. Well, I will cry, and you will all see me cry because I would love Seth to be that one on his perfect little resume. That one little.
Just that one guy that no matter what, he just can't beat him.
Yeah, like my brother.
The foil.
Yeah.
His main foil, but yeah.
That's the dream.
Josiah, always great hearing from you.
Sir.
Absolutely. Good to see you all again.
Good to see you. Thank you for popping by.
Thanks for popping in. Next time.
And have a good show on Sunday too, Nikki. I'll be there.
I'll see you.
Absolutely.
Take care, Josiah. We'll catch you on the weekly steel chair.
And he's such the sweetest pickle. I love
co-hosting with Reese on the Grapplecast. Unhinged. Untamed.
Well, just subscribe, follow, subscribe, like, bell, ding, ring, the weekly steel chair. You know we love Reese, we love Josiah. Kat and I play on there on Sundays. Kat gives a beautiful lecture.
Oh, bigger pop in Wembley. The chat thinks Omega.
Omega versus who?
Mox.
Oh, I didn't know what the poll was. I don't see your polls.
Yeah, well, sometimes I do it. Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like new production.
Production.
Unbound Grapplecast.
There you go.
I was close. It was on something. But yeah, close enough.
Tomato. Let's call the whole thing off.
Well, let's go with one more call. Let's go with one last call, Nikki. How about...
Say his name and he appears.
I believe in Steven.
And the sound went bye-bye. Oh, there you go. Yeah, those two chuckleheads that were up there. I mean, you know.
I know. I've seen so many memes at this
And
point.
and most of them are funny.
I was going to put her up like I'm not shamelessly self-promoting. Literally everyone who's got like a podcast, a Facebook group, an aunt.
If you're in our Discord, Kat put some funny ones about you. Like we can have heel versus heel matches.
I've seen ones that where one says Taylor ham and the other one says pork roll. This has become the Chris Christie in a beach chair of this year.
Yeah.
Burroughs, New Jersey.
Or if you want to go a little further, Bernie at the inauguration.
Oh,
oh my God.
And in a few months, we'll be using something else. So yeah.
Steven, what are you drinking? What are you thinking, buddy?
I actually am drinking something today. I got to give a recommendation, except I don't know what this thing is called because I cannot read it. I caught up with a friend of mine for the first time since before Christmas, and we finally exchanged really late Christmas presents. And one of the things she gave me was this wine in a Christmas tree shaped bottle.
Ooh. That
is apparently German wine. She says it's really inexpensive, but it's going to be some of the best wine you'll ever have. And damn if she wasn't right.
Is it red or white? Is it red or white?
It's red.
Oh, I was gonna say Riesling.
Well,
Riesling's white.
I mean, I don't know if they make a white. I mean, the one she gave me was red. It was delicious. But you're only going to get 3 glasses out of it, or 2 if you like to supersize.
Like 1.25.
Yeah, 1 if it's been a really bad day. Yeah.
It's what?
It's just what.
Yeah. So like I guess when they start selling the Christmas stuff in the stores, which should be in about another month or so, at this rate, look for that. Couldn't tell you the name.
Fair enough. Well, as long as you're enjoying.
You didn't tell us what you're thinking.
Oh, what am I thinking? So that ladder match, I mean, that they just announced, interim. Okay, I guess they're thinking Rhea's not going to be gone very long, but obviously can't make SummerSlam, and Rhea's gonna get the crack at it as soon as she comes back. Well, who on the SmackDown roster has been having a beef with Rhea lately? But really only one group, right? So that should kind of, telegraph who the winner's going to be. And we don't even know who the participants are going to be. And I think that's going to be the right decision. Because you're going to have Fallon and Laney. I'm sure, I don't know if I'm going to be on the call tomorrow. So I'm sure Fallon and Laney are going to be winning the titles tomorrow. So, give JC the belt just for a little while. Rhea comes back. She'll be right as rain. And, there's your match. They can finish off their beef like just where they left off.
Well, yeah, I mean, you also could. I mean, the JC's got to go over because then you give her a quick win as a champion, right?
Yeah, which I think she will. I mean, remember how, before they started doing almost exclusively backstage segments, remember how over they were when they first debuted?
Yeah.
That was pretty good. And I don't see anything wrong with giving all 3 of them some belts for a little while. I mean, don't overextend it, but, just for a little while. I mean, no later than it's July and we're talking about Survivor Series after Thanksgiving, but no later than that. I wouldn't go anywhere near that far. But if you have to stretch it out, that'll be it. However long it takes Rhea to heal.
That's fair.
Yeah. That's fine. It was nice to see her at Power Slap, by the way.
Yep.
Touche that.
People not showing up when they should be showing up.
Yeah. You never know who's going to show up or not show up.
Or not show up.
Oh, I wasn't. Well, yeah.
No, but it was a beautiful segue, Stephen, and I love you.
That was unintentional, but yeah.
I took it.
But yeah, you're like very serendipitous.
You're just the best. And
it happens. I try. But on a related note with that, going to the Cody Punk match, I mean, yeah, as I said last week, much less eloquently, I mean, that's the biggest match you can possibly have, and you have to fill a stadium. But with the kind of the news, kind of the rumor, so to speak, that ESPN, was it ESPN or Disney, wants to keep the belt on Punk for at least a year. Okay, well, now where's the suspense in this match if that's true?
I didn't hear that report, but how is it a report that they want Punk to have the belt for a year and then Roman's supposed to have the belt for a year? I don't want either of those things to be true.
I think I don't disinformation that because because you don't want to let this stuff come out and then the intrigue, to your point, Stephen, right?
Stephen, where's your money, please?
Gets lost. So by saying that, maybe you create a reaction of no, I don't want Punk to have the belt for a year, or maybe you want to hear the reaction to does Punk have a reign? He's not going to have anything that rivals that long reign he had, whatever it was.
Right.
400 day, whatever.
I'd rather see Punk have that belt and beat his previous record than Roman have the belt. Fuck Roman.
I don't think Roman's going to have the belt that much longer. And when we get to the SummerSlam preview, I will explain more. There's a teaser for you. But I don't.
Right, that's a good time.
Everyone coming in just with their little zingers and then their teasers. Just
yeah, right. But yeah, the story goes that the network wants Punk to have the belt for at least a year because they feel he's a big TV draw and he can help shore up the ratings and so on and so forth. Strictly looking at it from a TV business standpoint, I can see it. But I mean, now since that report got out, if it's true, which we can only go by that, if it's true, you've taken all the suspense out of probably your night 2 main event. So why? I mean, you can tune in. I'm sure they're going to have a really, really good match, but there's not going to be any such. The main event should be we don't know who. At the very least, we don't know who's going to win.
Mhm.
Well, now if this report is true, well, we know who's going to win.
Right.
Well,
a lot of that is
there's also a rumor that Randy is supposed to be getting involved. Did you hear that report?
I did not hear that. I heard he's just about ready, but I did not hear anything about his involvement.
So apparently they canceled his stuff at Fanatics Fest, but he's apparently supposed to be still in New York. So people are speculating that he's going to interfere in that tag match at MSJ.
His name in that.
Again,
I don't. 1-on-1 is fine, but I mean, I don't know. You throw Randy Orton in a triple threat there, or would be interesting.
And this is Saturday.
So yeah, obviously Saturday nights. So they have Fanatics Fest. The report was that Randy Orton got pulled from Fanatics Fest, but he's supposed to still be in New York, and he's expected to be at MSG. So whether it's like, hey, I'm here, I'm hanging out, or is he supposed to do something? Again,
I don't know. I mean, I hope his back is up to snuff. And side note about Saturday, they better open with a Danhausen segment. Otherwise, those New York fans will never let him hear the end of it till he comes out.
They should open with him and
He'd be able to get the CM Punk reaction.
They should open with him and JD. It's supposed to be a street match. You see who shows up.
Does he come out during the Roman Reigns segment with Jalen Brunson?
I know they don't have to open with his match, but just have him come out and do a segment, and then they can do his match later. But he should be in the opening segment.
So do they open with Roman Jalen, and then he comes out with his little Danhausen? His Danhausen mobile is my favorite. Have him come out
because he's got to get the jersey back, and it's a Knicks jersey that he has to get. Which, by the way, there's Nick Club jerseys coming on. But he's got to get the jersey back. So there's some feel good moment in there, either him getting the jersey, or maybe like Jalen Brunson helps him get the jersey. Like there's something along those lines.
I think that'll be if I don't think they'll be mixing Danhausen with Roman at this point. I think that'll be a backstage segment. Danhausen interacting with Brunson and getting the jersey. But they'll cover all of that on the show. This is supposed to be live, right? So yeah.
Yeah. No. But great point. Yeah, the sooner rather than later, because the crowd will hijack for Danhausen. Although I don't know.
Where's SmackDown tonight?
Good question.
I would assume here-ish.
SmackDown is,
I don't think it's Jersey, but is it like Connecticut, Boston that you can?
I think it's nearby. Yeah.
I would assume.
I'm gonna preview on WWE.com and see what they say. Don't miss SmackDown from USA.
Do you say where is?
Yeah, I should have said where is. I went to the WWE website and I thought it would say like, hailing from blah blah blah. Well, I'm gonna say Baltimore. Let's go Baltimore.
Okay, Google, where is WWE SmackDown tonight?
Hold on, I already got it.
Stan!
I'm not sure about
Albany,
New York.
WWE.com.
All right, Google, stop.
Main event streaming throughout the year.
Okay, Google, stop.
Continues to call Netflix.
I gotta pull him out for a second.
Oh, Steven.
Don't know. That's
Steven,
fine.
There we go. All right.
That's all right. I can use that. I can still use that to turn the lights on and off without getting out of bed to do it. So,
Oh.
All right. So where is it? Did it while Google was spouting off? Did we find out? Huh?
Albany, the upstate New York.
The capital.
Oh, Albany. All right.
So, yeah. Close enough.
Albany. I just bought a house in Albany for $90,000. Yeah, come January, you're going to find out why. Yeah.
Steve, what else are you thinking?
Well, we had a Britt Baker sighting today or yesterday, didn't we?
I know that made me happy.
That was a beautiful cause, and Reba Rebel forever.
Yes.
Yeah, those of you that don't know that Britt Baker was on Rebel Twitter, right? For ALS,
So
the Ice Bucket Challenge.
Yeah, so basically, they're doing the Ice Bucket Challenge. Britt does her first, or Britt does Rebel first, and then
Rebel does Britt. I think.
Yes, but if they do it, that sounds.
The video I saw was just Britt getting ice dumped on her.
The one, Britt. Is
Rebel also. There's a video of Britt doing it. This sounds so terrible, but yes, they all do it, and then Britt Baker calls out Chris Jericho.
And a number of people, like Orange Cassidy's another person she threw on there.
Sean Dean.
Thunder Rosa.
Adam Cole. She actually said Adam Cole.
Ooh.
Yeah, she did say Adam Cole, yes.
So, very interesting.
You know who she didn't say? Tony Khan.
Yeah, I thought I was thinking about that as my answer, but
and I was thinking, now did she say Darby Allin? Because Darby Allin would probably, instead of dumping the ice bucket over his head, he would just lower himself into some, some liquid nitrogen.
He'd carbonate himself like Han Solo.
Yeah, or Mox would think it was the ice pick challenge, and
Steve,
I wish I had thought of more of these, but that's all I got so far. But good cause. If you don't want to dump ice over your head, like me, then just donate money to the cause, which I believe they're all doing anyway.
Yeah.
Like was the case 10 years ago, 11 years ago, however long ago it was, and we saw some really creative stuff back then. I remember.
Yeah.
But which was great. But ALS is terrible. I don't know anybody who has it, but it's well documented that it's quite awful. And best of luck to Rebel, and donate to the cause if you can.
Absolutely. Yeah. So no, it is exciting to at least see them back. See Baker around.
The two of them together was really sweet.
Yeah, that was just a surprise. I mean, it was absolutely for a good cause, and she and Rebel are close. But it was just still just a little nice surprise to see Britt again, because she's just not been in the public eye at all,
except at the NFL draft. She was at the
draft. That's right, she was there, wasn't she?
Yeah. So interesting enough, but we'll see.
DMD.
Just get back into WWE. Just go to WWE.
Yeah, Tony, just let her go. You're not using her.
Yeah, seriously. Steven, last shot.
Last shot. Okay. Well, since we're at the end of the World Cup, I want to say that one of my favorite things that I've been watching lately that's not wrestling related are the videos of the people from other countries who are coming here and are just amazed in a positive way at certain things that we have here, like ranch, like air conditioners, like yellow school buses. That one really puzzled me, but hey, great. Like Costco and the size of portions and any number of things, and yet you don't have to pay for water, because you have to pay for water over there. I mean, for glasses of water in the restaurant. Yeah. Trust me on that one. In some places, it's actually more expensive than ordering wine. But the wine is cheap over there. So, with that in mind, we have SummerSlam, Summerfest, whatever, coming here in a couple of weeks. to scenic Minnesota, and I'm sure we're going to get our share of international fans back again, or maybe even just hanging around after the soccer's over. Welcome. We're glad to have you here. Just two things. One, please leave some ranch for us. And on top of that, you're not supposed to drink it.
Oh.
How many videos have I seen of that? They unscrew the bottle and then they drink it. Like, no, that's not what that's for. And be, please be polite. I'm sorry?
No, I was thinking about it. Like, I wonder if people thought it was like a super duper duper sweet tzatziki.
You don't drink tzatziki either.
I know, I hate tzatziki, but I was wondering if people would think it was like a super sweet.
It's a condiment. You don't drink condiments.
I know you shouldn't drink it, but I'm just wondering, like, you know, like you go to like, I don't know, I'm not sure. You go to IHOP and they have all the syrup things, and you just put them in the spoon, and you're like, do you do that?
Man, the sugar rush from that must be incredible.
Great, it is amazing.
No,
I cannot fathom. But no, you don't drink condiments. I agree with that. Or at least don't do it on camera if you must. And while we're at it, those of you who dip pizza in ranch, stop doing that. Yeah, they take the pizza and they dip it in the ranch. Yeah, I've seen my family do it. I'm like, that's gross. What are you doing? But anyway, yes, if you're coming to Minnesota for SummerSlam, or down, WrestleMania is not in America next year, so forget that. But just, yes, I'm assuming those are the vomiting emojis because I'm looking at it on a tiny screen.
Cat's going nuts over there.
You guys are kidding.
That's either agreeing with me about the ranch or comment on my commentary. So, yeah.
Never.
But in any way, one other tip for the international visitors to SummerSlam: tip your servers. We tip our servers here because we don't pay them shit. Okay, just because they make a living wage where you live.
Not here, sister.
Yeah. Don't forget to tip your servers. And please, more videos of this from outside of Minnesota. I've been to Minnesota. It was a long time ago, but it was lovely back then. I have no reason to think it's any different now. And have a wonderful time. And please make more videos. And I don't think I have anything else except I'm going to finish off some of this German wine.
There you go.
Steven!
Das Wein.
Pleasure.
Steven forever. Steven forever.
Yeah, he's getting his Das Wine on.
Steven forever. I love he's drinking Christmas wine in July.
It's Christmas in July, yeah.
I know. Steven, I love you forever.
It's a perfect theme for it.
Real glass.
Yeah. I was just about to.
Crushing real glass. Crushing the abdomen. Go cry me a river.
You think he's drinking out of a glass or out of a cup like me? Classy.
I think Steven's a little more classy. I think Steven would have an actual glass. We're savages over here that just drink out of plastic cups.
There's no shame in that regard. Good stuff. Get through a couple quick.
What you got?
Just say goodbye to everybody here.
Oh, well, please, baby. Love you a million.
Always a pleasure having you, Josiah.
Oh, my people. We have like everyone's community blends and melts together, and it's just like people helping people. People helping people, and it just makes me happy.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
oh, Steven says he's using a mule mug. Steven, you're the fanciest motherfucker I've ever seen in my entire life. Copper mule mug.
Bitch.
You
you fancy bitch.
I snorted too many times on this show. Stop it, Steven forever.
Look at this prima donna.
It's like Batman forever. I want shirts that say Steven forever.
Listen, we got merch coming on the way, so get ready, crew. But we got our crew from around the world. Let's let Stephanie McMahon take us out. Helmsley, SMH.
Oh,
We come from all over the world, from different backgrounds, ethnicities, beliefs, capabilities, and ideologies. And what brings us together is this shared passion for what happens in that ring. The one place where we control our own destiny, where our differences are our strengths, where we ride or die with the characters we love and the stories that give us hope, the stories that make us human. Because at the end of the day, we're all the same, and all we have is each other.
Babe.
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 Well, babe, we're back here tomorrow.
Babies. We will be back here previewing Saturday night's main event here at the bar tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, whatever that means to you. This has been a weird one, and
this has been a fun one.
It's been so fun.
Always fun.
Our people, the community, our people, you guys. I could not say more.
Yes, as Nikki said already, we are back tomorrow, 5 Eastern Time, which should be 3 hours before. Math's hard carry the one.
I
before
don't do math.
We get to Saturday night's main event, so we're going to preview that. Have some good time, take some more calls, and we'll see what you're thinking, what you're drinking tomorrow night. But until then, you do not have to go home.
But you can't stay here.